Settling into our slip at Margot Bay for a few days was the perfect way to start our little stay. Beyond the stunning views, we also learned about its history. Commonly known as the Hurricane Hole, this place has been a safe haven for sailors for centuries. Because it's almost landlocked inlet surrounded by steep, lush hills, it's one of the few spots in the Eastern Caribbean where you can truly hide a boat from a storm. Local legend says that back in 1778, a British fleet managed to escape a much larger French force by ducking into the bay and tying palm fronds to their masts. The French sailed right past, thinking it was just part of the shoreline. Proof that Margot Bay has everything a boater needs, including a fresh fade, cut, or trim, which Wesley surely had a good cut and the closest shave ever with a straight-up razor blade. This is the first time ever having a shave using a blade in the barber's fingertips. Hold real still. And if the beach looks familiar, it might be because the original Dr. Dolittle in 1967 was filmed right here. You can even grab a drink at Dolittle's Restaurant and Bar. Leaving the Hurricane Hole of Margot Bay behind, we made the short run north to Rodney Bay. There's a change in the vibe from quiet, lush hills to a wide open view of sandy beaches, restaurants, and shopping. It's definitely easier to go on a walkabout than in the hills of Margot Bay. After tucking into our slip at the marina, our first mission was grabbing a bite to eat and exploring the area. Next up, we took a tender ride in the harbor. Captain, tell us what you got me for my birthday.
Well, it was the best birthday ever for Lisa because she got a davit crane that was once again working. Had to be good. And I spent Lisa's birthday working on the davit because I reached out to AJ at Burr Yachts and told him I wouldn't, the solenoid, replacing solenoid didn't fix the davit. I couldn't get it working. And he happened to be at West Palm Boat Show. And he ran into Jake, who works with Steelhead davits, and he connected us. And Jake helped me troubleshoot. He said as soon as I got in touch with him, he said it can only be a few things. He said we'll get it sorted out. So those were comforting words to hear. But he had me try a couple easy things, and it wasn't that. And he said the only thing can be left is there's a swivel in between the base and the crane that turns. And he says, do you ever rotate the crane like 360 degrees all the way around? And I said, no, I never have. I didn't even know it would. I'll never go more than 180 degrees max. And he said, well, you don't even need it anyway, but there's some wires that come up from the motor and connect to a swivel in the base, and then there's wires on the other side that the wire's wired in, so that evidently that crane can turn 360 degrees. So he had me cut that swivel connection out and bypass it, just get some more wire, bypass it. And so once I got to the next port, I was able to get some wire that worked and tried that, and it's worked flawlessly ever since. So that's how I spent your birthday today.
Thanks. It was wonderful.
Yeah.
No more pulling, misbehaving.
That's right.
Any more details?
I don't guess so. It just was, I was concerned. I mean, and even talking to AJ, he had said, you know, that tender, there's no way it's going to make it, being pulled back a couple thousand miles in the seas that we were going to encounter. So I was already looking at new tenders. So I stopped looking at new tenders. Thank goodness.
In the northern tip of the bay is the Pigeon Island National Landmark, a 44-acre park that's a playground for hikers and history buffs. However, we did not make the climb this time, but if you choose to, you can trek on up to Fort Rodney, an 18th century British stronghold perched on the cliffs. The view of the bay is said to be amazing. We'll have to catch that next time.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
birthday. 2 days and hers is a couple days ago.
Already? See, I just put it in the middle. Yeah, there's a great big deal, so everything, yeah.
A true St. Lucian landmark is the Coal Pot Restaurant. It has been family owned and operated for over 50 years. There's nothing like dining with the water lapping at your feet, surrounded by beautiful, vibrant ceramics. Hey!
We are Sulphur Springs mud bath.
Never too old to find the mud.